Good morning, my dear students. I am Neetu. I welcome you all in the moral science class. Today I will teach you chapter 4 of moral science. Chapter name is kindness. What do you understand by kindness? Kindness is a quality, is a virtue, and is the quality of being kind. In Hindi we can say dayaluta. Dr. Maya has written these meaningful words. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud. What do you understand by this? It means to cultivate loving kindness as a daily practice in your life. We should practice, we should always helpful to needy people. Those are in need. We should help them. We should show our sympathy. We should show our kindness to them. It means tuning in your heart, practicing empathy, and using that empathy to connect to the people around you in a meaningful way. We all have the opportunity to be someone's rainbow. It means we can be someone's rainbow by showing kindness. Now I am starting the chapter. Kindness is the universal language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Those people who cannot listen, who cannot hear, they can also sense the kindness. And blind can see. Those people cannot see, they can also see the kindness by our help or by our nature or by our sympathy. Kindness is having the ability to speak with love. When we are speaking with love, this is the kindness. Listen with patience. When we are listening without argument, silently if we are listening others, that is also kindness. And act with compassion. It is one of the virtues every human being should inculcate. It can be defined as the righteous and selfless caring attitude to others. Selfless caring attitudes. When we are not expecting anything from others, then also we are showing kindness. Then also we are showing love to others. That is known as kindness. Small or big act of kindness can never go futile. Showing kindness towards others not only instills feelings of happiness, positivity, and aura of warmth and compassion to the recipients, but also to the giver. Kindness is a virtue practiced by all religions, be it Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, or Jainism. All teach to express kindness towards one another. All the religions teach that show kindness to the other people. Not only one religion, but all the religions teach to us that we should show kindness to all the people. However, one should realize that the term should be applicable not only to humans but also to all living beings. It means we should show kindness not only to the human beings but to all living beings, whether they are animals, whether they are insects. Cruelty against all living flora, all fauna should be avoided. Kindness should not only be practiced in specific situations, but one should make it one's basic behavioral attitude. Being kind to your siblings. Siblings means sisters and brothers. We should be kind to our siblings and peers, helps to build a strong family foundation and a friendship. Showing kindness to associates, acquaintances, and neighbors helps in developing a positive social environment. Never harm animals or plants intentionally or unintentionally. Give extra attention and care to injured animal and birds. It means we should take care of injured animals and birds also, not only human beings, but we should help animals and birds also, those are injured. Practice empathy always and everywhere. Always remember, what goes around comes around. Be kind and polite in your behavior, and the same will come back to you. It means as we will behave with others, same we will get also. Be kind to self is equally important as being kind to others. Way back in 316 AD, a child was born at Tours, France, who was to be known later as a Saint Martin or of Tours. Though against his wish, he joined the army at the age of 15, according to the law of his country prevailing at that time. Each soldier was given a woolen cloak to protect himself from the cold weather of the winter season, and Martin too got one. On a windy, cold day, Martin was riding his horse in his uniform with the cloak over it. We should remember that the motor cars were invented only towards the end of the 20th century. It means that time there were not the motor car. On his way, he saw a lean, enfeebled man shivering in a cold by the, and that the man who was lean means thin, and he was just shivering in the cold by the roadside. His tattered attire revealed that he was poor too. Having felt pity on the poor man, the kind hearted Martin pulled out his sword, which was a part of a soldier's uniform at that time, cut his woolen cloak into two halves, and offered one half to him, and covered his own body with the other half, and resumed his journey to his destination. The poor man believed that God appeared to him in the form of this soldier to save his life. People started laughing at the funny sight of Martin riding the horse with half of the cloak wrapped around his body, but it didn't bother him, nor did he feel ashamed of it, because he had a great satisfaction of having helped a needy person. But Martin was completely satisfied. Why? Because he helped a needy person, he helped a poor person who was in need. But that night, something wonderful happened. While sleeping, he had a vision that he was in heaven with God, who was wearing the half portion of the cloak he had offered to the poor man. And that the same day, in his dream, he saw that the half part of his cloak he had given to the poor one that God had. Martin realized that whenever we show kindness to others, we are doing it to God Himself, and therefore he kept on doing acts of kindness and mercy. Mercy means pity, daya to others all through his life. Our body ceases to grow after a particular age, but the heart grows till the end of the life. It means one day our body stopped to grow, but our heart never stopped till at the end, last day of our life. The human heart grows when more and more kindness and compassion enter into it. A heart rich in love, compassion, kindness and understanding is the biggest reservoir of any human being on earth. So, we should always show kindness, sympathy to others. We should help all the needy persons. With this, the chapter is over. I hope you understand this. So, these vocabulary words you have to write in your notebook, and these 3 questions you have to write with answer in your MS notebook. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.